Hey guys, it's been a while. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We just got the new big update, Fiends and Frenzy. So quick little overview of its little changes here. Handful of quick fixes, not a big deal there. New hero classes, Man-at-Arms and Arbalest. We'll check out how those go. And most importantly, a new boss for each of the 3 existing dungeons. We have the Gibbering Prophet, the Formless Flesh, and the Brigand Cannon. That's a big deal. That's literally double the bosses. We now have a whole new wave of bosses. I don't know if we're going to fight them 3 times again or what. I don't know what the structure is, but we'll see how it goes. There's a new ultra-rare items called the Ancestor's Trinket. Ultra-rare items once held by the Ancestor himself. Be warned, some of these trinkets can only be found in the pitch dark. There we go. Actual incentive to play at nighttime. Because for the most part I was like, well, it's harder to live at nighttime. Why do I want that so bad? New building, Ancestor Statue. Click the statue to open the Ancestor memories, a record of all cutscenes and boss backstories. So I guess that's a way to play the audio logs that play when you encounter various bosses. Heart attacks. Don't let your heroes get too stressed. If your stress bar fills again past Affliction, it's over. So if you get too much stress, you can actually just straight up die of a heart attack. That's a new risk. Sell your junk. So now we can go hold shift to see the sellback value of a trinket, and we can actually sell trinkets, which is nice because I have so many goddamn trinkets. That said, I don't know if I have anything to spend upgrades on. Apparently, heals can now crit, just like attacks can. That'll be interesting. Tons of party names as created by Kickstarter and Humble backers. Then we have a bunch of changes to the interface that I won't spend so much time on. That's kind of... we'll just see that as we go. Dungeon. You can bring up and dismiss the character panel with C. That's interesting. So you can bring up your character's specific sheet by pressing C instead of trying to fish for the specific part of the menu that works that way. Oh! You can manually snuff your torch in order to decrease lighting. Handy for certain classes that benefit from low light, or if you're trying to do a low light run but say you have a Vestral constantly making your light increase. Healing has better visual feedback. Apparently you can zoom the map with buttons. Map now follows the party instead of just sitting around. Alright, so there's a few changes throughout here. Gameplay balancing. Darkness is now more deadly. Reduced player crit bonus in low light. Slightly increased chance of players being surprised in low light. Increased stress damage in low light. Slightly increased monster damage in zero light. Slightly reduced gold bonuses in low light. Oh. Well, that's kind of a bummer. So the benefits... There's people doing dark runs where they get crazy crits and stuff like that. It looks like all the benefits of going into the dark are pretty much diminished at this point, aside from the fact that you now have special loot you can get. Adjust dungeon and region leveling to fit new boss plot quests. We'll see how well that works with us. You can now get a larger size roster, but it might be temporary. Lots of basic changes to individual skills. Yeah, individual skills and abilities work slightly differently. This is extra nuanced stuff that we're not going to go over too much. But hey, new update. We're going to continue our already existing campaign. I'm just calling this Part 1 because it's a new version of the game, and we're kind of starting over because I'll probably have to make a new set of characters, which I'll be naming after commenters. I asked for people to comment on the finale of the previous early access period, and so people hopefully... Yeah, it looks like we have a few comments there, so that'll be the names of some of our new characters, and I'll continue to name them after other people.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
So here's our new structure, Ancestors' Memories. Oh, it's the statue that was always here. So now I can play the intro videos, and I can play... Oh. You can play the various dialogue for these characters. So I can press play on the characters I've already beaten, and they're locked for the ones I haven't beaten yet. Let's take a quick look at the mission structure. How does this look now? It's already level 5. Clear the progress to boss 90%, 80%, 0%. The question is, how in the world do bosses work now? We'll have to see how it goes. Either way, I think I'm going to want to make some new characters just to get us started anyway. Alright, we have all our high-level characters. We currently have... Yeah, we have every class represented. We lost our Hellion in our previous episode because they died horribly against the final boss of the entire game at the time. And we have 2 Vestrals and 2 Crusaders. Very likely I'll recruit another Vestral just because having a healer around seems to make sense. Let's go ahead and reverse our level sorting as we bring in new people. Poor Patui sitting there at the beginning roster. Never was sure what to do with the Grave Robber. Weird class. Stagecoach, do we have... We don't have any of the new characters available. Oh, well that's just a bummer. Well, at least we can pick a Hellion, which is one of the things I definitely would like to have. Can I upgrade you anymore? Nope, your maximum upgrade. Yeah, I just got unlucky and do not have access to a single... Wow, yeah, no Arbalest, no Man-at-Arms. Hopefully after we do a mission, we'll gain access to one. Also, no new Vestral. Alright, let's start a new party then. I'm gonna say let's go for a Hellion. Which skills do they start with? If it bleeds is a priority skill. Yeah, I want bleed. I want bleed out. If it bleeds, and I want barbaric yelp, preferably. How about this one? Neither of them have the skills I want them to have. Oh well. The good news is I can just upgrade them anyway. Does one of these at least have better... Maybe the other one has better starting skills? 10% crit to self is decent. But yeah, these characters both have garbage starting skills. I'll go ahead and grab Mallory. The person who wanted to be the next... Let's see, the person who wanted to be the next Hellion was Piotr. Trying to make sure I spell this correctly. There we go. Hello, welcome to the team, Piotr. You are the new...
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
You're our new Hellion. Right now we have a Hellion, a grave robber, a plague doctor, because our first plague doctor died and never leveled up the second one very much. So if I wanted to go for anything right now, I'd probably go for... I do like having a bounty hunter around. Maybe I'll give our main bounty hunter some competition. Let's see. Other person who wanted a name. I'll name this character Vanillu. Your name's Vanille. I'm just going to call you Vanille, because I'm going to get very confused by that name. This person starts off with kleptomaniac and torn rotator cuff. Not the best starting traits, but that's fine because we can upgrade you, so it doesn't matter so much. There we go. Now we have a nice little starting party.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
This will at least give us a start. I don't think I can't even really do much with them until they at least hit resolve level 1. So I kind of just have to throw them into the crucible and hope they survive. We'll go ahead and change Pietor's appearance, because I think that's the appearance the previous one had. Let's see. Yeah, we'll let them look like that. They, I don't want to reuse the exact appearance of the previous Hellion we had. Serene has the default costume still, so we'll have Vanille look a little different. Oh yeah, that looks different, alright. The green and red one. There we go. Just something to differentiate our party members so we don't have multiple people with the same name looking, different names looking the same way. If I remember correctly, I can't do anything with these characters, right? I can buy them extra skills, which I might as well do. I'm drowning in money at this point, so I might as well just buy the appropriate skills. Fuck it. You get all the skills. And you get all the skills. So everyone gets skills. Go by the guild with Vanille. Grab what we want for them. Alright, let's look at Vanille's skills. Unselect all. So I specifically want Flashbang as a great skill. Finish him and collect bounty are both handy. One's good against crit people, one's good against marked people. What's this? Hook and slice. It's near top damage. 3 points of bleed for 3 rounds. That's a pretty strong bleed, actually. Was it always that good, or did they upgrade it? I don't remember him having a really handy bleed around, because that's actually surprisingly strong. Oh, but it does next to 0 damage is a problem, and it's not an AoE. Okay, I kind of get it. And knockback of 2. I might just keep... I could mess up the party a lot with these kinds of abilities. I don't know, maybe we'll differentiate things a bit, have this one bring come hither around. What kind of skills do I like to have? Bonus damage against large enemies. Give someone accuracy and crit. And less likely to be surprised versus improved scouting chance. Absolutely, improved scouting chance can be super handy. Can I pick 4? I can pick 4. So we'll go for... I usually don't need to heal so much. Usually it's the stress reduction that's really helpful in camping situations. Piator, you need to pick your abilities real quick. So you need to have bleeded out, and if it bleeds, for sure. I like to give these characters breakthrough for a nice AoE sometimes. Iron Swan's tempting to mess up the back person, but I think I want to keep Yawp around for the AoE stun. Battle Trance, because it's bonus damage. Reject the Gods, that's bad. Self-crit. Revel. No, I don't want them debuffing themselves. Let's do stress reduction and wound care. More or less our starting equipment. Can you guys even wear equipment? Oh, they changed the inventory screen. I think it's got more horizontal slots than it used to, but I could be wrong. And if I hold Control, or is it Shift? There we go. If I hold Shift, I get sell values for these items. And wow, these things are actually worth a fair amount. Some of these are worth like a few thousand each. So being able to sell stuff would have been really handy not too long ago. Let's see here. I want to give the Hellion some nasty skills. So bonus accuracy and crit when there's low torch. Why not? I might be doing low torch runs just to check it out, so we might as well try that. Hellion max hit points, but reduce resistances. Let's play with some Hellion skills. I have a lot of Hellion trinkets for some reason. Oh, those are Highwayman skills. Right. Mixed them up a little bit. Bounty Hunter. You got something down here, right? Yeah. Let's see. Bonus damage on melee skills. With reduced skill chance on move. I don't really use the move that much. And what, stealth heal on camping? That sounds like kind of not the most useful thing. Let's go for just normal stat items. There we go. Hit points and prot, but the cost of dodge, that's not good. Protection, but minus dodge. All these skills that are... yeah, these are skills that are good for tanky characters, but this character kind of needs the dodge. Bonus speed minus accuracy. No. Dear Lord, no. Bonus damage versus human, minus damage versus non-humans. That's a lot of damage versus humans, by the way. 35% bonus. He is the bounty hunter. That's kind of a cool role-playing thing for him to have around. He'll be strong against any bandits we encounter. Okay. Pitui's already equipped with grave robber abilities. I mean, items. Trap disarm. Did that always have wow, plus 30% trap disarm. They've definitely changed some items. I don't remember this one having that. So that's a cool skill then. Pitui can wipe out enemy traps as we encounter them. And Fnatic needs another item that currently has bonus to Blight skill chance. I should have a bunch of Plague Doctor stuff sitting around. Tome of Healing. Oh! There we go. They changed the Tome of Holy Healing for the Vestral to do something what I wanted to do. It was bonus to healing received, now it's bonus to healing skills. So now it's actually better for healing than now, instead of just being this weird pointless item that was like, yeah, it makes you heal faster. Get healed faster. That's not what anyone asked for. Bonus speed and damage, but increased stress problems. Huh. Let's Blight resistance. Let's see, what kind of skills does this character have right now? He has a stun and yeah, he has a blight. He has a blight grenade. His two grenades mostly hit the back row though, which is a little problematic. He's got a heal that he can use, and he can make someone more powerful. Let's see. Do I have another blight ability? I do have another blight ability that affects the front people. Let's go ahead and just take Fnatic over there and give him such a skill. Can also upgrade things a bit, because he's... oh yeah, he's level 2. I'll go ahead and just spam points on him since I can afford it, clearly. There, you have all those. You have all of them now. So let's give him Noxious Blast. I don't think I need another stun on top of my existing stun. Let's go all in on Blight and give him skills that give him bonus to Blight chance. That's what I'm going for now. Sorry, there's a bit of a long setup, but I have to set up a whole party from scratch, sort of. Bonus damage at rank 1? No. Come on, what around here looks blighty? Debuff resist? No. Stun skill chance. What's something blighty looking? I just realized something I was misinterpreting about these items before. It says bonus accuracy in rank 4, minus accuracy in rank 1. I just realized it's talking about what order you are in your party. Might as well give this to him since he'll be in the back row all the time as this character, so he'll have a higher chance of hitting. Yeah, that's worthwhile, I think. A lot of minor changes everywhere to figure out. That's going to be a little disorienting, a little confusing. I'll try to get it straight. Let's go pay a visit to the hunter. Survivalist, sorry. Fucking buy everything, I don't care. It's really wasteful, but if I'm going to be re-clearing bosses, all I'm spending money on is the supplies for the run, since my upgrades are out of the way, so I'm not super concerned. Let's take a look at all the options here. Self-medicate, reduce stress of self, heal by 20, remove target poison. Let's see, oh, remove target's poison and bleeding, 50% chance to remove disease, so he can just take care of anything that's on himself at that point. Interesting. Give one companion high resistances. Give one remove poison and heal one ally with leeches. 75% chance to heal someone by 50% with these vapors, but it could also fail. That's concerning. I'm gonna go with let's just go with all the weird Plague Doctor skills and make this character feel unique, since all the other stuff that everyone else could have anyway. Patooey, what the fuck do I do with this character class? I might as well buy her the other skills, so at least I have all my options set up. I need to figure out what to do with this class, even. Alright, so we'll look through her skills again, because they could have changed anyway. Pick to the face. Melee, slightly reduced accuracy, but it's basically at cap, just has a crit chance. It's just a melee, which is not great because her damage sucks. Lunge, move forward 2. Do 40% bonus damage and a decent crit chance, but you mess up the party composition potentially. Flashing Daggers is an AoE at minus 40% damage. Shadow Fade puts you backwards a slot. Does no damage. So 1% chance of crit for some reason, even though it does no damage. High chance of stunning a target. So it's a move that makes your opponent stunned and gives you bonus dodge, which is the weirdest ability. Probably gonna bring that though. Ranged dagger throw called Thrown Dagger. It has a crit chance, gives yourself accuracy. I like these abilities that give me self buffs when I use them, and this one doesn't mess up the party composition. This one is a blight that also gives myself accuracy. I like that idea too. Decently powerful blight too. I have bonus blight in here, don't I? Somewhere. Yep, bonus to blight and stun skills. Toxin Trickery gives myself bonus dodge and cures blight and bleed on my character. Interesting. What's weird though is a lot of her abilities are self buffs that make her harder to hit and make her hit more frequently, but they don't necessarily make her actually better at They don't necessarily make her better at attacking, like doing damage, which is a little weird. Let's see, I'm gonna go for Lunge, because I need something to counteract the fact that if I use Shadow Fade to give myself a dodge, it's gonna move me back one, so I need a way to move back forward so I don't mess up the party composition by going all the way to the back row, where I might not even be able to use my abilities. Yeah, I can't use Shadow Fade unless I'm in one of the front rows. We'll try to figure this out. Hunting like always. Just grab everything, because why not? So what are Patooey's abilities here? Forage. Oh, 50% chance to go get food when we, that's interesting, whenever we camp. Gallows Humor reduces stress of yourself and allies, but also might increase your allies' stress. Night Moves. Improves scouting chance by 30% for a low cost. Pilfer produces a supply item. It just happens magically. Okay, I'll bring that along. I like the AoE stun reduction that might backfire. It's a pretty strong stun reduction, so I think I'll bring it along. Alright, that's more or less a party. I'll go ahead and upgrade the gear, or did I already did that? Oh, and go one rank higher with Fanatic. But everyone else, I believe, has to level up before at least once first. Yeah, we'll see how this party works out. Question is, where do I want to go first? Well, I'm closest to unlocking a new boss here with the Warrens, so I might as well take a look. Explore the Warrens. With a better understanding of where the creatures come from, future raids can target the sources of power. Just explore 90% of rooms. Ooh, a medium run right off the bat. We'll see how this goes. So we're going to go Pitor, Vinalu, Patui, and Fanatic is more or less the order to go in here. This is the longest intro to an episode ever. Sorry about that, but I didn't want to just skip through all the preparation since people often get attached to their individual characters and everything. Medium, I've been going mostly a stack and a half on food and torches. There we go. Let's bring a few keys, and we'll bring a few... Do the keys cost as much as they used to? I feel like they used to cost more, but I could be imagining things. I am bad at remembering exactly how much some things cost. Alright, we're going for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. And hopefully next episode we'll have access to a new boss fight as a result of doing this. And hopefully we'll gain access to new classes.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
In particular, Tiny Valkyrie wanted a character name after them, and just because of their name, I wanted to make them an Arbalest, if that's the class I'm thinking of, because that's it's just this woman in full armor, and I'm like, well, that looks like a cool character for that name. Just need them to actually show up. Alright, getting this run started. So for those of you that haven't been around before now, you've probably already given up on this episode. I got surprised, really, at highlight. So you can let's see, you can shift click to reduce your torch, or shift control click to snuff out your torch, which would make things more dangerous for us. For those of you that are new around here, what's going on is that this is a side-scrolling party-based RPG with permadeath and autosave, where you create a party and you go running through loot dungeons, going for loot and making your way towards bosses and everything, and if anyone dies, it's permanent, and they can get negative traits when they get stressed out, which is this little white meter below everyone's health bars. Alright, so right off the bat, Patui's in an awkward part of the party, so I'm going to go ahead and move them forward with a lunge attack, try to right the order of my party.
Be gone.
She immediately crits. Does she have a huge crit chance? I forgot to check, actually. No! Don't do that. I don't like that. Oh.
Mortality
Hook them where it hurts. I like nothing about the name of that skill. Do we have a high crit chance? 11. That's not high at all. Okay. Just gonna start wailing on dudes, basically. I have a higher crit chance with Collect Bounty. Let's go for it. And I missed completely. Way to go, me. So at least I've managed to be amazing. What kind of range do you have with the bounty hunt as this character? You can use If It Bleeds if I just get you forward a row. You can use Breakthrough from anywhere, though. Huh. The question is, do I try to heal an ally very slightly? Or do I just move out of the way of one of my party members? I could also do Noxious Blast, 4 Blight for 3 rounds. That's kind of overkill. Oh, it would kill them, basically. Was their Blight resist? Their Blight resist is really low, so if I hit them and afflict them with a Blight, they will just die. Blight. Alright, he's blighted, so he's going to take 4 damage next round, which is at the beginning of his turn, so he's just not going to get another turn. He also might not get one if I just kill him before then.
A faint hope blossoms.
That was more or less the one skill I could use with that character from there, so I went for it. They have the same accuracy chance, right? Bonus damage versus marked versus stunned. Okay. I don't do as much damage as I could when I'm fighting non-humans. Alright, we got our loot. Let's rearrange our party. I immediately got screwed by that happening, because our tankiest character, or at least the character that should be in the front row, was very much not in the front row that round. But we persevered, and we only have a half-dead character right now. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't really need you playing with toys right— oh, no, you've been forever changed. You have hemophilia, you're afraid of blood? Minus 20% bleed resistance. Because you're prone to investigating the dark arts. At least Hatred of Unholy is a great trait, though. Bonus damage and stress resistance against Unholy. Quirks are positive and negative traits that pop up just as you play the game, basically. They can just happen at the end of runs. They can happen from what just happened there, where just things can give them to new traits out of nowhere. So our goal is just to explore, so I'm just gonna try to make a path around the area that involves the least time spent backtracking or anything like that. I'm gonna try not to get Patui killed in like one of their first runs, because it's such a neglected character, and we're finally taking them on a run and they're already half dead from the first fight. And we don't got no healer, so it's a very real this is in my experience, this is when people are most likely to die, actually. It's when you first start playing your new party and everyone sucks. It's like suddenly you're way more likely to die. The more attached you get to a character and the more you get used to having them around, the less likely they are to take critical blows, as far as I can tell. Did I bring the AoE? I did not bring the AoE. I could do Poison Dart for a decent bleed effect. Probably. Let's go for that. So other blight resistance, 75%, 50%, 50%. That's not great at all. But if I go for it, they'll take 2 for 3 rounds, so 6 bleed on top of the 2 to 4 damage, which is overall not great. I could lunge, but that put me in the front row awkwardly and put me in some trouble, but it also opened me up to stunning them with the backstep next turn. Or I could start throwing shit at people, 5 to 8 damage. It's not a terrible option. Might be better off just going for pure damage. If I'm lucky, I'll crit and it'll just die. Or it'll do the minimum damage, basically. That's also a great option. If you don't like success, fine. That's cool. Oh no, a crit for 2. Right off the bat, the Hellion's already the best character in the party. they just got here. They haven't even leveled yet. Alright, so let's go for stunning. Who has the lowest stun resist in this party? The drummer does. And he resisted it anyway. Oh, wait, no, he resisted the move, so he's fine. I might want to do Yawp. No, it's going to do shitty damage, so I should single... Oh wait, Yawp, this is the Yawp. Oh, Yawp does no damage now. Minus 100% damage. Interesting, you can't shout people to death humorously anymore. But it does give me a chance for an AoE stun. I'll take that chance. There we go. This is handy, specifically because it removes their turn. And it gives us the ability to proceed better. Could go for this really strong Noxious Blast. Their Blight resist 75, 100%. That's not a great chance at all. What was my bonus chance to Blight? 10%. So if I use it on this back guy, it has 65% chance of failing. Not a great chance. Should I just buff a party member? Slowly heal some asshole? Oh, I could Plague Grenade. Those guys are less likely to resist, aren't they? They are less likely to resist, and I have to go for both at once. And it's also a strong Blight spell. Suck it! And one of them actually got affected by it. Cool. So he'll take most of his health and damage right away. Try to get him out of the way as fast as possible. Oh, they're going straight for Patui. It's not nice. I don't really have a lot of ways to make them recover. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. This gets bonus damage against stunned targets. That character is stunned. Still didn't kill them. God damn it. We have some low health characters out there. I'm going to ignore the Swine Wretch. Is that what it's called? Yeah, in the back row, because their poison effect is going to kill them next turn. Oh, but if I AoE, I could potentially kill both of them. My biggest concern is getting the drummer right now. I could also try to heal... I could try to heal freaking Patui over here for not that great. I could very slowly try to heal them. Let's go Plague Grenade. There we go.
Give them no quarter.
Take one of them out of the fight altogether. Go for another Yawp. Since their stun resist is gone already. Removing them takes them out of the fight for a turn. Giving us a moment to recover. Oh cool, this guy's still stunned, so I can do bonus damage to finish him. They have a 20% bonus chance to resisting stun. Still giving me 100%, so suck it. Unless I miss. Oh, he resisted it. Oh, right, because they have their own stun resist. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I completely failed to calculate that in my head properly. Should I even try to heal? Yeah, 2 health. I mean, she doesn't have that many hit points, so it's actually not as tiny as it sounds at first, but it's still not great. Lunge has a 22% chance of critting, and it's almost a guaranteed kill. I'll go for it. We start removing some of these guys. There we go. It looks like Tui can actually deal damage. I just need to deal with the whole hit point problem, which I don't have a lot of solutions for. Bonus damage versus stun people. Wiped him right out. There we go. I'm going to preemptively put Patui in the second row instead of the third row, because then she can open the fire with that move that increases her dodge chance, which will come in handy at this point. I'm going to use a key. What kind of loot do we get here? We get medicinal herbs and some portraits I don't have a use for anymore. That is the weird part about having played through the game before they added the bosses. It's like, I guess I don't have to worry about upgrades anymore. Forever. I'll probably pick this up on PS4 when it comes out, and as its final 1.0 version. And it'll be interesting to see how the game plays differently when you start from scratch in a brand new version of the game. Like I imagine the boss fights are more frequent based on the fact that they added more to the existing runs. Alright, so Patui has a bonus chance of disarming traps. That's nice. I actually have a person in the party that's the dedicated person to pick in that situation, whereas in the past I've often been like, I'll try one of you guys. You have a resistance against this. Should I play with this? It's a pile of bodies. Do I use holy water? I don't have holy water, so there goes that question. Here comes the fight. 3 wretches. Bad news is they can hit you with nasty status effects. The good news is they die quickly. So this attack doesn't damage people, but it gives me bonus dodge and moves me back, making me less likely to take some serious damage over the course of the fight, increasing my dodge chance to 37%, on top of whatever their mischance may or may not be. Go for another stun, just to stop them from making moves at the beginning.
Death waits.
Oh, you'll be fine. Whoa, heavy demoralize effect. Okay. These guys should be really resistant to blight, right? Oh, they're not. They're less than I thought they'd be. But I'll try to slowly heal up Patui a little bit, since my other party members should more or less have this, I think. Breakthrough will do 2 to 5. That's not great. Let's see. If it bleeds, is my single target that does not debuff me. If I use bleed it out, I do more damage, but it also debuffs my damage and dodge for pretty much the rest of the fight. Oh. This also is not likely to kill them, unfortunately. I think I'm just going to go for the AoE. Let's go for AoE damage, which should hopefully soften some of them up so my other party members can kill them more effectively. It's really weird seeing such low numbers and being like, I gotta figure out how effective these characters are going to be. This is weird. Am I likely to kill? I'm somewhat likely to kill, but not that likely to kill. Let's go for it. There we go. Fewer targets is good. You're actually probably one of the characters that's likely to kill someone here. Yeah, Patui has a nice chance. And it's happened. Alright, down to the last one. Between all my characters, I should mostly be able to stunlock him. Not psyched about the demoralizing effects that are getting spammed on us right now. So I give him Blight. You're the only character that can heal people. I'll try to slowly trickle in some heals while other characters deal with the more immediate problem. Stun him for the turn so he doesn't do anything. Also to maybe buy us a little time to heal again if possible. Hey, it happened. It's actually somewhat effectively refilling that bar because they start off with so little hit points. Unfortunately, none of Patui's moves are even usable in the front row, so I have to dodge backwards, but this person's now stunned as a result, so I can do this. Alright. There's some decent, there's a decent little bit of synergy in this party, since so many people have stuns and also benefit from people being stunned. It's a good mix. I'll press on a little further. In this game, for those of you that are new here, by the way, check out the playlist in the description to watch my original series, so that you can be all caught up, because there's like 40 plus episodes that you guys have missed if you just started on this one. When you do these longer runs, what you need to do is... Oh, there's treasure over there. I'll make my way over there. As you do these longer runs, you can you start with this firewood for camping supplies, which allows you to basically you basically can stop and recover midway through the run. Are torches going down faster? They actually might be. That's where those weird those abilities that I was learning that weren't attacks on the second row of every character Those are used when you camp. Oh my god, the damage that comes at us. Alright, this isn't a great situation. Oh cool, I'm marked. And everyone's vulnerable to damage. So I'm gonna want to do some AoE freaking stuns on these guys to try to wipe them out a bit. I'll definitely do Shadow Fade. Just to increase my dodge chance. He's stunned and he's human, so he should be in serious trouble from, yep, 8 to 17 damage. That bonus damage against humans is going to come into play here, so our bounty hunter is going to be targeting the humans first, based on their main character trait. I just got wasting sickness on Fanatic as a result of that pig. That's the nasty part about those pigs, is they can hit you with abilities that will give you permanent debuffs that you have to go fix by having them sit out in a specific location. Disease resist minus 50%. That's a little funny for the plague doctor. Thankfully, she should be good at treating her condition. We're gonna yelp. Oh, I didn't notice that. They downgraded the yelp, didn't they? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it affected the first 3 rows. Maybe it was just the first 2 rows. I know breakthrough was the first 3 rows. Get that AoE stun down. It'll be good because if he stays stunned long enough, I'll be able to do the double bonus of bonus damage versus stun people and bonus damage versus humans with our bounty hunter. I just cured that guy's bleeding effect, so that's helpful. And now I can cure our other characters. Oh, I failed to cure their bleeding effect. It's unfortunate. It's Pitor's turn again. They're bleeding. I don't have bandages. Neither of them have been knocked out yet. Somewhat awkward. Let's go for bleeding out the wretch. It'll do 49 damage and also do 6 bleeding damage overall if I'm lucky. Yeah, that's going to be a slower bleed death than I was hoping for. It'll take 2 more turns to die of the bleed, which is not what I was hoping for. It's once again Pitui's turn. If I go for the lunge, I can do a lot of damage to one of these guys. 7 to 11. 7 to 11. Let's just wipe out the wretch to get one less target on the screen. It's a waste of damage because it's only a little bit of damage against a lot of... It's a lot of damage for a little bit of health, but getting an entire guy off the board is really handy. This guy's basically dead if I hit. Or it could prove me wrong. Wow. Damage bonus for stun, damage bonus versus humans, still rolling minimums. Oh well. A nice AoE should cause them problems. We'll stun their back row with Pitui, while also increasing her dodge again. Let's see here. If I do breakthrough, I'll kill the front... Oh, I might not kill the front row. It's actually a very weak ability. Alright. I can do if it bleeds. No, let's specifically take out the front row. Even if it's going to debuff me. Just because he's the guy that's going to have a turn this turn, so if I stop him altogether, we're in a better situation. Slightly recovering Pitui, trying to get ahead of that damage curve. And bonus damage first... bonus damage versus stun people might not save us here. It did.
Decimated.
Got a lucky roll. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. And... yeah, I'd say this is probably a half point. This might be a halfway point for our quest. Let's see, what do these things do? I don't remember. You play with it, you can go ahead and play with it, Pitor. I'm sure we'll be fine. Just go ahead and touch it. Ooh, sinful behavior vanquish. You just lost your dark temptation perk. That is amazing. You'll stop playing with things you shouldn't. Go ahead and camp.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
So this serves 2 purposes. We get a chance to recover stress, problems, and health. Right here, by eating, I'll be eating 10 food to get a quarter of our health back and get rid of a whole bar of stress. Like so. But there's also a chance to use our special abilities to make ourselves more powerful. I can have 5. I can have 5 of these equipped? I thought I could only have 4. My bad, it clearly has 5 slots. I was wrong. Oh well. So I can give my Hellion crit and bonus damage against large enemies. I don't think there are large enemies in the easy difficulty, the first like low level area, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see. Supply items, improve scouting chance, food. Let's try some gallows humor, reduce some stress in this party, hopefully. Come on. Yeah, everyone got reduced stress. That was a lucky roll. I can give 1 person accuracy and crits. I can heal somebody by 50%, but right now everyone's actually doing pretty well. So doing the slight heal would actually be more effective. That was... I guess that is only 3 health at this scale. 15% sounds so much bigger to me because I'm used to higher level stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and let my... Yeah, let's let Pitor get himself a boost. We'll let... Let's see, can I do this as how we do it to myself? I don't think I can. I have 2 respite to spend. Don't need stress heal that badly. Should I go for a supply item? That could be interesting. Supply items and food. I'm actually curious how much food I can get from this. Let's try it. I currently have 6. Did I get anything? I got nothing. Alrighty. Well, we're done resting. So we might get ambushed in this situation. That's often what happens. Yep, we got ambushed. Getting an ambush after camping is nasty because it always involves a low light situation and a reorganized party, which can be nasty. If you're really unlucky, this little encounter will totally undo the benefits. It'll totally undo the benefits of having rested in the first place if you're unlucky enough. I need to back my character up, unfortunately. Yeah, having Fnatic in the front row is the worst case scenario. Fuck. Now all I can do is Shadow Fade, which also just reorganized my party again. Well, that was pointless. I might as well at least stun one of them while my party is all messed up. You can use Breakthrough, so that's our only real option. Let's go for it, I guess. And you can miss it. Alright, cool. We're nailing this shit. Alright, bonus damage versus stunned. In for the kill. Thankfully there's not a lot of enemies, so we should be okay. Breakthrough. Yeah, 0 damage. You can do 0 damage? That's an option? I didn't realize that you could do that. I'm a little bummed out our first episode's not even going to involve... Let's go and Emboldening Vapors our bounty hunter to make them do bonus damage, since I can't really fix the party composition very well at this point. Keep stunning. I'm bummed out our first episode of the new patch isn't going to really contain any content from the new patch, but that happens. In the following episodes we'll get a better look at new bosses and new character classes, hopefully. Assuming they show up. Yeah!
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Relatively straightforward fight. There we go. More or less fixed the party composition there. Didn't take any severe damage, so we'll be okay for now. What do we have ahead of us? A little bit of loot. There should be a treasure room over here. Howdy, y'all. Ooh, a whole pack of humans. We can wipe those out with my bounty hunter's anti-human capabilities, so that's a good situation for us. And here we have a large enemy, so immediately proving me wrong when I said that we don't fight those in this difficulty. I'll go ahead and stun him. And reorganize Patui into her proper position. Immediate AoE, being annoying all like that. Alright. Let's do an AoE bleed on the back row. I mean AoE plague. Both of them are affected. They're taking 4 damage per round, meaning 8 damage per round to their party, basically, which is a nice number to see. He's no longer stunned, unfortunately. I could stun him again. I can also pull one of these characters in. I picked the hook ability? I thought I picked something else. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember picking the hook ability now. I can mess with their party composition, or I could start hitting them. I'm gonna go for the hit. Yeah, if I hit this cutthroat, he should die from the... If he doesn't die from the hit, he should die from the blight. Whoa! Okay. Yeah. That also works. That also works. Alright, let's cause a mess on this character's face. Just old damage and bleed all over them. They're taking 3 bleed per round. If I start stacking dots on this character, he'll be taking a lot more damage. This is a blight ability. Let's go for it. Just gonna start stacking dots on him. Now he's taking 5 damage per round between bleed and blight. This is a good change. Noxious Blast. Just keep stacking these effects on him so he takes a bunch of damage every turn. Now he's taking 9 damage per round between his 2 stats. More bleeding. Fuck this guy. Now he's taking 12 damage per round, and he has how many hit points left? 12 hit points. Alright, we're done fighting that guy. And the back guy's dead. That went so comically well for me.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
And we got Blight Resist. Now I'm less bitter about getting items I don't care about, because at least I can sell these trinkets for money now. That's good to have. Alright, well let's have fun now. This run's going kind of smoothly. There's only so many rooms left. What if I do this? Shift, control, click.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
They just want the dark as their ally, like we're talking, like we're Bane talking to Batman. Alright, so now that we're in this situation, my parties get stressed faster. Enemies have higher accuracy and damage. We're more likely to be surprised messing up our party composition, but we get better crits and we get better loot. And if I can't get a new boss monster and I can't get a new party member, and I'm trying to do this as episode 1 of the new patch, maybe I'll get lucky and get a new type of item, if we're lucky. We'll see how it goes. Either way, we should be close enough to the end of this run that it shouldn't be too damaging. My biggest concern is that the party composition being likely to get surprised is annoying. Because it's hard to plan for the idea that they can just mess with the layout of your party. Howdy, y'all. Carrion Eater, are we surprised? We're not surprised this time. Alright, that's good. Get it straight in with the Shadow Fade. His stun resist is 50%, so this has a 60% chance of success. Come on. There we go. So their scariest party members currently stunned. That was rude, sir. I don't appreciate your input. They're trying to vomit on me. Gross. Just gonna have to end all y'all, if you don't mind. Let's see, 6 to 13 damage. God damn, that's some high damage. Yeah, taking one of them out right at the beginning sounds like a good move. And it worked. Awesome. If that didn't kill him, the bleed was likely to. Assuming that guy could be bled. I didn't actually check, which I should have. No one needs healing that bad right now, so I could go for... I should just go for... yeah, giving people Blight. Blight resist is 75-50. Wow, I can do a lot of damage to the Wretch, actually. Oh, yes! Yes, I can do a lot of damage to the Wretch. That increased party crit is definitely getting noticed right now. So this has the higher crit chance. 13% is not amazing. 20% chance of resisting stun on top of... So he's got an overall 70% chance of resisting stun. This could actually still stun him. And it did. Awesome. That leaves him vulnerable to all sorts of attacks, like this one, which did not crit. I was really punctuated that in a way that implied it was going to crit, and it did not. Maybe this will work out. There we go.
Singular strike.
Alright, here's a little bit of that dark run people were asking for then.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Now I've got crap in my inventory I can't even carry. Well, I said I wasn't going to use torches. So there we go. Do I even want busts in my inventory? Let's prioritize an item type, I guess. Because those just stack up in my inventory all day and I don't even have a use for them right now. Well, I know I'm done with portraits. Get rid of the portrait for some more money. Loot bag is mine. It's empty. Well, it's my empty bag. No one else can have it. I claimed it. I could go right, but it's going to have a fight that just leads to a dead end and backtracking for higher stress. So I'm just going to go forward. Oh, I just walked backwards on accident through the door. This little hangnail of a path should get us enough rooms explored that we'll have finished going through the area. No, don't be trapped or anything. What's in it? Oh, right.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Right. Bounty Hunter just takes things. I'm gonna have to deal with that kleptomaniac skill. And the rotator cuff. That's a shitty starting trait for a character that heavily relies on melee attacks. Empty room as we scouted out, but now we're in the mystery part where we don't know what's going to be in these next rooms.
If only
I knew that previous stuff was going to be empty.
Otherworldly corruption.
What do we have up here? It does make the run a little faster, not monitoring light levels at all. Are we? Oh, we're surprised, but they're just spitters. Yeah. Spiders are usually one of the least threatening things aside from maggots, where you can usually just make a big ol' mess of their party. Just throwing things around, smacking fools. What's your plague resist at? Oh, it's terrible. Cool. Just throw that on you guys. There you go. 4 damage per round on characters with only 7 hit points means that they're going to be dead in a couple turns no matter what I do now. Oh god. That's a lot of damage coming at me. Oh god, they're trying to kill my bounty hunter very quickly now. Not cool with that. Do I have anti-venom on me? I don't have anti-venom on me. That's bad. Breakthrough will wipe out the back guy. Oh, he's going to die from bleed. Both of the back guys are dead already, basically. So let's target characters that aren't about to die, such as this asshole. Psych, he was about to die. He just didn't know it yet. I was the determining factor and shit. Finish him. Nope, I didn't finish him, unfortunately. That's not how that worked out. Oh god. It's his turn again? There's a lot of damage coming my way. What's this character's chance of not death blow resistance? Is 67%. Wow. It's actually kind of high. Finish him. At least the fight's over now, but I'm gonna keep taking blight damage, which is bad.
A victory.
I really need
the turning point.
I desperately need my... I need my Plague Doctor to get a turn. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Now I can actually cure this character. Little bit of healing.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I'm gonna say we probably need to put our bounty hunter in the 3rd row. Let's see. Can bounty hunter use moves from every slot? No, he can't melee from the back row. All right, so 3rd slot is usually less likely to take damage from back there. Hopefully, citrines are worth 250 each. Torches I don't need. I might just avoid all these things. What do I use holy water for? I think holy water is just an environmental object and not... I don't think holy water is used for combat scenarios, so I'll take the money to refund my ill-spent money from earlier where I was just spamming stuff. Do I dare touch this thing? Patui, you do it. You're a grave robber. It's covered in skulls. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. A dark altar covered in skulls. This is probably good for that holy water we looked at a second ago. I'm an idiot. I'm touching it anyway. Oh, great power. We got bonus damage and dodge and accuracy. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's the badass. Alright, cool. That might have been a thing that would benefit from holy water if I still had it, which was my mistake. I can't do anything about that blight, can I? Nope. Is that a weird keg? Let's touch everything. How is everything full of good things? Holy crap.
Stuff is only the first test.
Oh, I actually had room for everything too. It was just little bits of stuff I already had. Scrolls. Don't use... Ah. You use fire to read scrolls. I shouldn't have thrown away my torches. That was my mistake. I was like, I'm doing a dark run now. I don't need torches. Oh, right. There's things that benefit from you using torches. Do I go to the last room? We've already won the objective. Fuck it. Going for the last room just to see if something cool shows up. More heirlooms that I don't need. Cool. Ooh, quick draw charm. Bonus speed and crit on the first round, but minus speed after that. That's a lot of bonus crit, actually. A certain character could potentially wipe out an entire enemy in the first round if they just get that right off the bat. Probably grab that just for the sake of it. Replace the medicine that I'm apparently not going to use at this point. Don't touch. Oh right, she's not all into the dark arts anymore, so that's good. All right, so apologies in advance if this fight gets our bounty hunter killed. I'm just gonna go ahead and eat all of our food real quick. Oh, I can't eat more? What? What? You can become full? I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, well someone else eat my stuff then. This character has the lowest hit points usually. There you go. Oh, I just critically healed with food. Your stomach got crit. How does it feel, Pietor? And it's empty. That was for nothing. Alright, howdy.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
Ooh. 7,400 treasure, plus the 4,500 reward, a whole bunch of crests and things that I don't necessarily care about anymore. How about character progress? Cool, everyone leveled up. Or at least everyone's above level 0 now. Pietor's new trait is negative stress resist versus beast, but bonus accuracy. Oh, on minus accuracy versus beast. but bonus damage on ranged skills. That's really useful for a melee character. Fanatic has bonus accuracy and crit versus humans. That's actually much better, although less so of a great skill to have.
There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
Wow, looks like Lord Verd was under treatment for being fragile for like the last several months. Funny. So we have to defeat the Brigand 8-pounder, the Insolent Flesh, and the Sonorous Prophet. And then they become the Brigand 12-pounder, Unstable Flesh, and Fulminating Prophet, followed by Brigand 16-pounder, Formless Flesh, and Gibbering Prophet is what they become. Interesting. So, first things first, did I unlock a new boss fight just now? Looks like I did. Is it right here? Does this one also say boss fight? Oh, they all say boss fight. Did I already have access to them from the get-go and didn't notice? Looks like I can get right into some of these boss fights once I feel like my party is ready for them. We have the Sonorous Prophet, level 1 medium, the Brigand 8-pounder, and the Insolent Flesh. So I can go after all of these bosses when I feel like it looks like. I just need to be ready, because my party's really low. I'd like to have them... was it level 2, I believe? Yeah. Level 2. I think if they hit level 3, they refuse to do... I think level 3 is only wanted to... Yeah, veteran level 3. So when you hit level 3, they stop wanting to do easy missions. But I want to have some leveled up and equipped apprentices, and then we'll try to get in there. So let's take a look at the stagecoach. Do I have the new classes? Oh! We have a man-at-arms. So of course I'm going to recruit this guy. Alright, so man-at-arms. Go ahead and grab this guy. We're going to name him... Who's left? I have someone who wants to be named after someone who wants to be a leper, and I have someone who that I want to have as the arbalest just because of the name. So this person's going to be who's left? Jordan, and we're going to look into what this character does next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Like always, this one's run a little long already. We'll add him to the roster.
The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
And we'll figure out what we're going to do with these characters next round. The leper, the person who wanted to be a leper was Zach Hadron. There we go. I'm trying to spell this right. I have all this stuff on notes to this side. So we'll figure out what to do with this leper and this man-at-arms next episode.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
I'll see you guys next time as we work towards these upcoming boss fights and level up our party and prepare for the worst.